Alright guys, it looks like I'm going to go ahead and go through a live stream of everything in the Halloween event for anyone that missed it the first time I did it. I was putting insensitive information trying to get doing my loot box unboxing, so I went ahead and deleted that video, but I'm going to go ahead and go back through with you guys to show you everything I got from the event, everything that's in the event, things you need to know. So we're going to go ahead and look at Anna's Corsair skin, which is her pirate skin. She has a nice parrot right here, as you can see. On the back she has a skull and crossbones, but the crossbones are actually syringes, and here she has the whole eye here as well. So really cool stuff. Take a look at the weapon. It's a musket with a machete bayonet, so that's really interesting, especially with the you know, just overall putting the pirate feel into it. The sight's really cool. She probably has a few unique voice lines, I'd imagine, and they actually changed the dart gun a little bit, which you don't really see a lot on the other skins. So other than that, she has new voice lines, so we'll go over those.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
Are you scared?
And are you scared? Both really good voice lines. She did not get a highlight intro. A few people did get victory poses. Anna is unfortunately not one of them, other than the rip, which there are no more new rips this year. Bastion got some new voice lines. We'll go through all the voice lines. That one and that one from last year. Diva, no new skins, no new emotes. She did not get a victory pose other than the one from last year. I'm not going to go through sprays simply because that takes a long time to go through. I will show them all at the end, all the ones that you can get for all the characters. Doomfist has nothing but sprays, or not sprays, sorry, voice lines, so we're going to take a look at those.
You should be scared. I have something right here for you.
I have something right here for you. And then, oops, Genji does not have anything this year as far as skins goes, emotes goes, or victory poses besides rip. He does have a few interesting voice lines.
My Halloween costume? Cyborg Ninja.
And then on top of that, Happy Halloween. And then Hanzo has his demon skin from last year. If you don't know what that looks like, he has the see-through red string on his bow. Really cool. One of my favorite from last year. He has a new victory pose, skewered, where he has a little pumpkin skewered on his arrow. He does have a funny voice line.
Expect nothing less.
I'll say this whenever I scatter arrow someone.
You are already dead. Master your fears.
So
They master you.
pretty good stuff. I don't believe he has a new highlight intro. He does not. We'll go through Junkrat, of course, from last year. He has the Junk and Sense skin, if you haven't seen that. It's really cool. I don't like it because I like the aesthetics of it. I don't like how if I use it in game, I'm a glowing beacon for everyone to see. So if you haven't seen the gun before, really cool. His detonator, his mine, and then his trap. All really cool. And his rip tower, of course. Don't think any electricity really runs through it when it's ulting. He doesn't have any new emotes. He does have a new victory pose. So different from last year, just a skewered pumpkin theme for victory poses it seems like this year. I was never a big fan of the rip victory poses in the first place. No highlight intros. Let's see, I know Lucio did get a new victory pose, which is right here, which I got. Just, you know, reminiscent of his emote where he's playing with the Lucio balls, just has the pumpkin on it. And then he also has the rip one, of course. And then he has new voice lines.
So good, it's scary.
So good, it's scary.
Killed it.
And killed it. Alright, other than that, Lucio does not have anything new. I've already went through most of these, so I can already let you know. McCree did get a new skin, which I have right here. It's actually the first legendary skin I got from him. He has the crossbow on the back. You know, his left hand is really cool. Glowing, you know, orange. Just overall, you know, this is the skin that everyone really wanted for a long time. You know, like a Vampire Hunter Van Helsing type of feel to it, and this definitely has that. His gun's really cool. On the back of the hammer, he has a little symbol. It does not have different sound effects. I was really hoping for that, but sadly it doesn't have it. Overall, you got a blade underneath right here. Where we melee someone with it, I guess. He has a little, I forgot what they're called, thing on the back of his gun. Spur. There we go, spur. And then he does not have any new emotes, no new victory poses other than the one from last year.
Watch and learn.
He does have a new voice line.
I hear you, Pumpkin.
That one, and
It's your funeral.
pretty cool. No, I don't can go through sprays yet. No new highlight intros, but I will show you what he looks like when he's used with his new skin. So that's pretty cool. Yep, nice. And then May, I've heard new skin as well. Really cool. Snowball in the back here. It's really cool. It'd be interesting if they gave him a different voice from time to time. Just got the vampire teeth right here. I wish I could zoom in and show you guys that. Peacock feather on the back. For her gun, I think that this is probably my favorite gun of hers besides the B1. The B1 is really cool, but I like this. They have a little blade underneath here. It looks like you can flip back. You know, just overall, I like that. It does not. I have yet to test to see if she, when she goes into her, you know, cryostasis, if it changes anything. I'll have to take a look. I'll let you guys see that. Emotes. She does have a new emote, the hopping. I do not know if she moves forward while using this emote or not yet, but as soon as I do, I'll let you guys know. As far as victory poses go, she has nothing except for Rip, of course.
Hanging there.
She does have new voice lines.
Scary.
Sorry, one of my friends is asking to play.
Did you hear something?
Did you hear something? See, she doesn't have any new highlight intros, but I'll let you see them with this skin. Oh, actually, she has ice cream. My bad. For some reason, I thought that was an older one. You see a little bit of snowball in action. Really cool stuff. Let me go for snowball again. He does not have the thing on top. Alright, let's go through Mercy. If you didn't see it from last year, oh, actually, let me equip this since I have it now. Alright, the one from last year is the Witch Mercy, which is still in the Junkenstein Revenge. See, it's pretty cool. If you haven't seen it from last year, it's all pretty basic cool stuff. It's definitely on the same style that they did from Pre, which I like. Let's look at emotes. None. She doesn't have anything for her victory poses besides Rip.
I have my eye on you.
Let's look at the voice lines.
Sometimes you scare me.
Sometimes you scare me.
Superstition.
Again, some of them from last year, still really cool. Oops. Skipped all the way to Orisa. Let's look at her highlight intros. She has no new ones. Orisa does not have anything new. As far as I can remember, except for voice lines. Oh, she does. That's right. She does have a victory pose. I think it's really cool. They added the pumpkin head to her. So I really want to see how that looks on some other skins. If I was on my console account, we could look through them all. But since I just switched to PC, I don't really have that many yet. But next event, I should have them all. And that's really cool. I like it. I think it's a cool victory pose. I wish that they would put more, you know, interesting victory poses in, like this one.
I'm simply following my programming. Your pulse has increased. Are you frightened?
That's one. Here's the other.
Be careful when crossing the street.
Not gonna go through sprays. Don't want to keep clicking on it. No highlight intros for her. Farah does not have any new skins besides Possessed from last year. Wouldn't consider that new though. Emotes. She has no new emotes. Victory poses. She has Rip. Don't want to keep
Put
clicking
your
sprays.
security in my hands.
And then here's the two voice lines.
You're going to come with me, dead or alive.
I'm so scared.
pretty basic stuff for Farah, stuff you'd expect from her. Reaper does have the skin from last year, which if you didn't see is this one. Pretty cool. I actually like how much time and effort they put in this with the coffin on his belt, you know, just adding in the candles on his gun and everything. So if you didn't see that from last year, here's a quick look. Everyone's pretty much seen that one, but here's the new one, Dracula. What I like about this skin is that it's overall, you know, they didn't put too much, they didn't go overboard with it. They get to show you his mask without the hood over it. So you get to see why it's so pointed at top with all of his other ones like that. So I think that's really cool. Wish you could zoom in like I said. So here is his gun. What I was saying before was I like how the hammer on the back is like wings, and then they have the Dracula or the Halloween symbol on the wannabe sights. And they have the teeth right here at the eyes. I think that's interesting. Overall, I really like this skin more than last year's skin. So just another quick look. Really cool. Actually, I wonder if they actually changed the skull at all. I don't think they did. Let's see. Oh, they did change the skull, so it's a lot more modern, a lot more sleek. Let's look over his no new emotes, no new victory poses.
Next,
Let's look at the voice lines.
I work the graveyard shift.
And
Things are looking grim.
nice. Let's look at the sprays. Oh, whoop. Never mind. We're not going over sprays yet. Sorry. He has this highlight intro from last year. The talent symbol on the front of the coffin. It's nothing too big. Person here said Alan is now Captain Jack Sparrow. Very true. Reinhardt got nothing new aside from what he had last year other than voice lines. So if you haven't seen this one yet, just a recolor really, just like Farah's, adding in little, you know, effects here and there. He has no new emotes except for the one he had last year. Pretty cool. Just hits the pumpkin out of the sky. Him and Torbjorn both have a similar emote now, which I'll get around to. He has the rip, of course.
Hey, salute you. Smashing.
This is a voice line from last year, and here's his new one.
What do we have here?
What do we have here? And let's go to the highlight intros. He has none. Time for Roadhog. Roadhog does have a new highlight intro, and he has the skin from last year, the Junkenstein monster. Pretty cool. Again, a lot of thought put into these skins. I wish that they would put a lot more thought into their other event skins, such as the Christmas ones. But the Halloween one always has good stuff. Never have a complaint about that. Let's see here. Victory poses. He has rip. Emotes. He has no new ones. And I'll show you his new highlight intro. There you go. I'll see it one more time. Pretty cool. And then his voice lines. Pretty easy. I do not want candy from you. And then we got the skins from last year for 76, which has the same icon on the back of his jacket as Reaper does on the shotgun now. Could be part of the Undead Army or some sort of new conspiracy theory for Overwatch for Halloween. One thing they didn't change, the bound grenade, not the bound grenade, the can't remember what it's called, the I'm just gonna say the healing grenade or the healing pad, but let's go to emotes. No new emotes. Victory pose, he has rip as he did last year.
I've still got it. Smells like victory.
He has one new voice line.
Trick or treat.
And then from last year,
Knock knock.
knock knock. And let's not go over sprays. No new highlight intros. Let's go over Sombra. Sombra, the only thing Sombra does have are voice lines and victory poses. And her victory pose is really cool. Floating pumpkin. I was saying that I wish that they would have purple strings going down to the pumpkin, holding it up, and having the pumpkin like purple. Like you'll see what they did with the Tracer victory pose. Let's go to voice lines.
Mess with the best and die like the rest. You trying to be scary?
And
Aw, isn't that sweet?
so pretty cool. No new sprays or highlight intros for her. Symmetra has a Typhling dragon-like skin. Here's one from last year if you didn't see it. Vampire. Pretty cool. And then her gun from last year. Her turret from last year, which is eyeball. Which I actually like her turrets from last year more than I like what they have this year, which you'll see. There's that. Now let's go over to Goddess. Here is Dragon, I mean. Let's go look at Dragon. See, Dragon is probably the coolest skin that Symmetra gets to have. If you can look at down at the shoes, kind of like Dragon. Gives you the Dragon feel. There's wings wrapped around her waist. Overall Dragon scales and horns coming up the top. Still keeping true to her uniqueness and still adding a lot to it. So I think it's really cool. It's definitely a skin that I feel like every person didn't know they wanted for Symmetra. And then her gun is really cool. Reminiscence of Soul Calibur with Nightmare's weapon whenever it would take over other people's weapons and give it that sort of looking around eye. You can see there's like a dragon head kind of butting down on it, which is interesting. Kind of split open in the back. Sounds pretty gruesome when you think about it. I want to know what the reload looks like because I know that's going to be on the eye before she reloads. I don't know what that's going to look like. Let's take a look at the turret. Turret really, like I said, nothing too special. Looks a little beat up. That's about it. Looks like a Lotus pad for the teleporter. I don't know what the spawn circles around the bottom are going to look like, but I'm sure we'll see. Now let's look over her victory poses. She says rip. Nothing new there.
Such a lack of imagination.
And let's go over the voice lines.
What a frightening thought.
The treat is a lie.
So pretty easy stuff. The treat is a lie. Reference to you know, the cake is a lie. Let's go through Torbjorn. Torbjorn has one of the best new skins. He has a Viking, which was a long time coming. The cool thing about the Viking skin, which is probably easily missed, is that there's a wolf on his left ironclad claw hand, whatever you want to call it, ironclad claw, whichever you want to call it, and it has the teeth, and then it has that tongue that's curled in along the eyes, the ears, the nose, made out of like a, you know, like a barrel strapped on. That's pretty cool. He has the Celtic designs on the back of the shield, as well as the hatchets or axes. Yeah, it's an axe, not a hatchet. Oops, got it confused. Anyways, he has that Celtic hammer, so let's take a look at that. Something that I overlooked on the weapon is that he has a shoehorn in the side, of course, but this is actually a wolf on the side. Just like his claw, you can kind of see better right here at this angle. There's the teeth, the tongue, the eyes, the ears, and then the tail wraps around to the other side. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty interesting. And then he has a Celtic hammer, almost like a Thor hammer, which is really cool. Of course, Viking inspired. Not really much different about his turret, other than the Celtic designs on the side. I mean, the inside's red. That's pretty cool. I don't know if it does that on the other ones. Let's take a look. Nope. Just this one. Don't know what the second form of that will look like, and nothing new on the armor pack, of course, except for the wood. So the wood on it's pretty cool. He does have a new emote, which I think is really cool. Now that you see that again, from another angle, and from this angle, just like Reinhardt's, just with his, you know, the molten iron or whatever you want to call it. He doesn't have any new voice lines besides his, or not new voice lines, any new victory poses besides the rip.
If you build it, they will die.
And we'll look at the voice lines. If you build it, they will die, which I'll go back to that one in a
I
second.
smell trouble brewing.
I smell trouble brewing.
If you build it, they will die.
So pretty interesting. Sprays, I'm not going to go through highlight intros, nothing really there. Tracer does have new, she has absolutely nothing except for voice lines, I want to say. other than the... Oh, wait, no, I lied. She does have a victory pose. Looks like she put the pulse bomb inside of the pumpkin, which is why it's glowing blue. It's pretty cool, pretty interesting. Someone mentioned earlier that it was the pulse bomb inside the pumpkin, that's why it's glowing blue, which totally makes sense, rather than guessing that it was part of her, you know, issue that she has. Let me go ahead and equip that. I'm not gonna look through sprays. Let's look at the voice lines. Boo. I'm going to set that for my main one.
You got it.
Oops. Keep doing it wrong. Alright, let's take a look at the other voice line.
Oh, scary.
Same one from last year. I'm not going to go through sprays. No more highlight intros. And then Woodmaker, I think, has this one from last year. I think she just has voice lines.
A single death can change everything.
So let's take a look at those.
Araignée du matin, chagrin.
Warning, spider in French.
Araignée du soir, cauchemar.
Didn't know that it was that long, so we'll play that one again one more time.
The party is over.
And
Araignée du matin, chagrin. Araignée du soir, cauchemar.
alright. And now let's look at the highlight intros. She doesn't have any new ones. Winston, I think, has nothing except for the shadow puppets from last year, and then the voice lines, and then the rip victory pose, of course. Oops, completely skipped over the voice lines. Here we are.
Ooh, scary.
Just like Tracer, him and her kind of go hand in hand when it comes down to some stuff.
This is not a costume.
This is not a costume. Kind of just like Genji, how he says, Halloween costume, Cyborg Ninja. So let's take a look at highlight intros, nothing. And then Zarya has one of the most unexpected skins that I completely was blown away by. She has a Let's Get Physical outfit. So she has a cheetah print spandex. Let's take a look for a second. The leg warmers, almost like a fanny pack on the front. And then on top of that, she has on the back, it looks like she just has nothing really on the back besides that pack. So that's pretty cool. If you take a look at the gun, the first time I saw this, I was completely blown away. I'm kind of sad I had to delete that stream, but there's speakers on the side, as you can see, the knobs up top, the jukebox visualizer on the side. So that's really cool. I'm really hoping that when she ults, some music plays out or something really cool to add to it. Let's get the we don't have any emotes. She does have a rip from last year.
Strong as the mountain.
Here's a new voice line I got.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. And then the other one is
Never forget the fallen.
so pretty cool stuff. Let's see if they have a I thought she had a Let's Get Physical voice line, but it doesn't look like it. No, it doesn't look like it. But I would use Get Pumped
Get pumped.
with that skin. Alright, let's take a look at the highlight intros. Nothing for her. And then Zenyatta has two skins. One from last year, Skull Yada, if you haven't seen it before. Pretty cool. Pretty interesting though. People were hyped for that one last year. And there's a new one, is the Cultist, which is kind of like a octopusy robot type of feel to it. I really get the World of Warcraft D&D type of vibe from it. He has keys hanging down from his chains. His wristlets do shake. I'm assuming that when he turns really fast in game, they shake a little bit. And then the eyes on his, or actually before I get to the eyes, his shoes have like a tentacle suction cuppy aesthetic to them. Look at the weapons. The eyes on the orbs do move. I'm sure that in game you'll see it whenever you're in first person. I mean, of course, in third person, you might be able to see it a little bit, but when he's firing off those shots, of course you can't see the orb. It's way too fast. And on top of that, I don't think they animate them into the actual shots. And then emotes, nothing new. Victory poses, just the rip from last year.
We are in harmony.
We'll take a look at the voice lines.
Frightening. Trick or treat. Frightening.
So pretty cool, easygoing stuff. And let's look at the highlight intro. Nothing there. So let's take a look at the sprays. I'm gonna go through. I already have this one, and we're gonna go through the Halloween sprays that you get this year, which are going to be right here. Available in Halloween loot boxes. You got the Witch for expert mode for Mercy. You got the Reaper one for completing the Dawn Breaks achievement, which I really need to go look at that. A Survivor achievement. Pretty sure I need to take a look at these achievements, and we'll take a look through that in a bit. You got the poster last year from the Reaping. You got the Monster, the Unscathed achievement. I'm pretty sure that means that you didn't take any damage. I'll have to double check. Could be wrong. Don't hold me to that. The Rise of the Omnics from last year. Pumpkins from last year. My Champions. The new Junkrat spray from this year. We'll see. I'm going to look up and see how to get these. Junkenstein's Revenge poster from last year. Halloween Terror from last year. And then the Halloween special from last year. And of course the Fanes. The Candy Ball Snowball. The Boop and the Boo. The Never Die spray. And Zenyatta, of course, has his Halloween spray. I think all the characters actually got the Halloween spray, but let's just go over the new ones from this year that we didn't see last year. So let's take a look at Orissa's. I have to find it real fast. Let's see, where is Orissa's? She might have not have gotten one. Could be wrong, but I don't see one. Huh, I guess she didn't get one. Let's see Sombra. Let's see if Sombra got one. Sombra did get one. Of course, with the Silly Spray, Silly Strain, and the her mask. And then Doomfist. Let's see. Doomfist, Halloween. It doesn't look like... Oh, there he is. So that's pretty cool. He has a cardboard fist. I really want to see... I'm pretty sure... I feel like Orisa should have gotten one, but... I don't see one for her. So let's go back over to Anna. Sprays. Pretty sure she has one from last year. Yep, here it is. Yep, same one from last year with Farah. Alright, so that's it as far as cosmetics goes. So let's go ahead and jump into a Junkenstein Revenge map. And let's just do normal. So I can go ahead and show you guys this event. It's the same event from last year. They did add Symmetra to this one. Sorry, I'm yawning. That's why I don't really like to do things on live stream. I'm also bad at talking. I was a lot more excited the first time that I did my stream. A little upset I got to redo it, but it was necessary, and I want you guys at home to kind of take a look and see what I have for you guys so far in this as well. So we're going to go ahead and see. Go ahead and wait for this. It's going to load up. Find a match real fast. There we go.
Our tale begins in Adlersbrunn, where the lord of the castle has called for heroes.
So last time I did
and defended
Free.
against the
This time I'll do Hanzo.
Only 4 they were to defend the castle against Dr. Junkenstein and his minions. Dr. Junkenstein laughed as his minions arose, for tonight was the night of Junkenstein's revenge.
A soldier, an alchemist, an archer, and an oddity. A motley group is assembled here.
Just as it has always been. You attract strange companions.
I think this can go bottom right. Yep.
Strike!
hello there. As you can see, it's pretty much the same from last year. The maps did get changed on Hollywood and Eichenwalde. I probably won't go through those again. They take a bit of time to go through, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys find another video on that one, unless you guys decide you guys want to see it.
What's home like for you, Archer?
The beginning part on normal is pretty boring for the most part. I completely missed him.
Sated. Art of deception. Get ready on the left.
Nope, if I can only hit them, that'd be nice.
You seem awful familiar. You sure we haven't met before?
Maybe in another life.
They're all in there. Oh, except for this guy.
Your presence coalesced in the mist. The Reaper comes for your souls.
Of course, Reaper being the first. They actually updated the skin for the new one. Oops, should not touch them. Easy, scatter arrow.
Your torment.
The thing about normal is that they're really easy to kill, just like they would be in a normal game. I feel like they just have a little bit more than normal health. Not by much though. I did try hard, and that was pretty intense, especially when they have more than one Reaper going around, more than one Roadhog.
I will get us home safe, as I always do.
Fire coming straight at us.
Nice. Oh, keep missing all my shots. Not born to be a Hanzo main. Sorry, Papa Jeff.
They attack from the left.
Got him.
Restoring your head.
Keep missing all the shots.
On the right.
I guess as long as we hit these, it doesn't matter. Oh, no, never mind.
Shock tire exploded against the door, but for now, the oak held strong.
Didn't get anything in that, really.
Doesn't seem to be any end to the monster.
Let them come. I could always use the practice.
I'm waiting for Chunk and Sun to come out. Looks like we're just not really killing anything.
The ground shook as Dr. Junkenstein's creation was revealed.
Roadhog. He's actually pretty hard to kill in this mode, I'm not gonna lie.
Into a monster bent on destroying everything in its path.
After this, I'll probably do a mode where you can play as anyone with
Enemies approach from the right.
Arrows sprouted from the monster's body as the archer finally brought the creature to its knees. What was that thing?
I'm trying to put it out.
Pierre became charged with the arcade as the summoner appeared in their midst.
The dragon's fire consumes all.
Someone looking at shield generator. An inferno of fire
You can kill the shield one, by the way. Yes, it can.
The attack is coming from the right.
I'm glad you did that.
Summoner's magic troubles us no longer.
I should have trouble stream too much.
Art of deception.
Oops. Shots are all off. I wonder if I can climb up on that. Oh, I can. Alright, cool.
As the battle raged, Dr. Junkenstein himself made a grand appearance.
You will all regret the day you laughed at Dr. Jameson Junkenstein!
I tried.
Junkenstein lobbed his bombs at the castle and shot. The gunslinger fell. Dr. Junkenstein.
Dr.
The battle
Junkenstein.
still raged.
Good night.
Oh, I thought that was Junkenstein's body for a second.
The gunslinger's shot found its mark, and the Reaper was destroyed.
The Reaper is dead.
See that which is unseen.
Wait for Mercy to come out.
Enemy contact.
Get ready for attack over the right. Cross fire on our right. You will all regret the day you laughed at Dr. Jameson. Yuga wagateki wo kurau! The dragon consumed.
The Reaper's body.
Didn't realize it was Reaper.
Wisdom comes through in the end.
Here comes Mercy.
In the midst of the battle, Junkenstein's powerful ally appeared.
My servants never die.
Let's try and time it right.
The witch's magic made Junkenstein's creation more powerful than ever. The creature's body crackled with unholy light.
Enemy contact.
The soldier slew the witch, sparing no time to seek another target.
Your magic would not save. Yuga wagateki wo kurau!
The soldier struck and the monster fell, just as his creator. Exhausted, battered, bruised. The four
There we go.
heroes entered the castle to receive their
And then for Endless mode, they have a few more characters, such as Torbjorn. Trying to think what else they had. Genji, Zenyatta, and I believe someone else. But it's definitely escaping me at the moment. Alright guys, hope you guys have fun with the event. That's it.